conference affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. The fans are making noise at Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland for their Cavaliers. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The defensive look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh my goodness. And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. James wide open. And another miss by Cleveland. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Curry. He has 6. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. From deep three-point range, whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early on in the quarter, but he's got to just tighten it up a little bit.
James, whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Thompson, and that's going to be a travel.
We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips, but those turnovers could have been avoided. Careless mistakes.
Absolutely. They have got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
Irving. And he's way off from outside.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Thompson misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
A different look now for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. So it's the Cavaliers now. 4-point game. And stolen by Barnes. Puts it up from 15. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And that's 4 turnovers for him here in the first quarter alone. He's got to snap out of it.
He's trying to do too much. TMI, too much instinct. Just relax. Let the game come to you. Play in the flow. Stay within yourself.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turn things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot. Gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Prize checked in. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. And the officials call a traveling violation. That'll be a 5-second call. They get a hand on it. Up against Green. From deep. Love, no good.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the... players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And that's going to be a travel. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Golden State also making some changes. Ezeli comes in for Green, and it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Irving.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Mozgov. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds. Cavaliers trailing. And Fry kicks to Irving. And the officials call a traveling violation. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Green. The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Cleveland with it. Outside Irving. It's tipped. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Feeds to Spates. Looking to end the drought. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master.
They can't guard him. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Nice job, Cavalier girls.
107 left here in the opening quarter. Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I asked what part of their offensive scheme he feels most confident in today, and he said it's probably the depth of perimeter shooting talent that they've got. He said our guys can flat out shoot it, and you're going to see it today. Gentlemen?
Doris, thank you. No, Clark, hard to create spacing without the three.
I agree there. I mean, I'd say it's almost impossible with the size and speed of players in this day and age.
And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq. Robinson did it for Tim Duncan. And that's really what great players do.
Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Livingston passes to Ezeli. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Ezeli's got his first basket of the night. Outside Irving, the dish to Dellavedova. Got it off in time, and that's not going to go. And we got to check LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to, read this guy.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his. Boy, and rarely does he look surprised.